Hi, Sophie here with you for a simple circuit today. We have 8 exercises. We're going to do them for 30 seconds, followed by a 10-second recovery, and we're going to do 2 rounds. What you're going to need is a chair, a resistance band, nothing too heavy today. I've also got a loop band. Now, if you don't have access to one of these, you can simply tie your resistance band into a loop and use that. Another optional piece of equipment today is a set of ankle weights. Now these are Velcro, they're about 1 kilo and they just hook around your ankle. If you don't have a set of these, that's fine. Maybe you can use a bag of rice, duct tape it around your ankle, or just go without. I also have a set of 2.5 kilo dumbbells. You can go heavier or lighter depending on your level of fitness, but make sure you're all warmed up and let's get started.
We'll begin with the ankle weights on your ankles and we'll leave them on for the duration of the workout. Draw your navel to your spine and get ready to stand up. We do a bicep curl at the top and then sit back down. So this is a chair squat working through the backs of your thighs, your hamstrings, your buttocks, and also into your quad muscles. And when you do that bicep curl, obviously you're working through the fronts of the arms. When you stand, try and press your weight through your heels to activate a little bit more through those glute muscles. You want to keep your back nice and straight. And that's your 30 seconds done. Exercise number 2 requires a little bit of balance, so make sure you've got that core switched on, shoulders are drawn back and down, and you'll be lifting the arms out to the sides, no higher than the shoulders, and one leg will lift at a time. Now I've got those ankle weights on, but as I mentioned earlier, they are optional. Feeling that outer thigh as you lift the leg, working on that balance, and just make sure your arms don't go higher than your shoulders. Just a couple to go. Last 2. And last 1. For your third exercise, take a seat in the chair. Don't need your dumbbells anymore. And you'll take your resistance band in your hand with your palms face up and your elbows in close to your body. We extend one leg out in front as the arms open to the sides. So you're working through your quadricep, the front of the thigh, top of the thigh, as you extend the leg. And you just want to be careful with the arms that you don't lift them away from the body or take them too high. The elbows stay in close and you just get that rotation through your arms to work into the smaller muscles of the shoulders. For exercise number 4, you'll need your loop band. You're going to pop it just above the knees. And if you don't have one of these, you can always tie your resistance band into a loop. You'll start in a squat and take 2 steps to one side and then 2 steps back. So you can stay as deep, as low in your squat or as high as you require. I'm just going to show you from the side so you can see I'm stepping out and then stepping back in that squat position, making sure those abs stay locked in, and then you can bring your knees together and step out of the loop band. Exercise number 5, you'll need your chair for balance and just one of the dumbbells. So this is a hamstring curl with an upright row. So I'm starting with my foot just slightly behind my body and I bring my heel towards my bottom. You want to make sure that the knee doesn't come forward like this. You want to keep it behind the body. And with my arm, I'm just doing an upright row. So the elbow bends out to the side and the weight comes up towards my chest, working into the shoulder. So once again, this is one of those ones that looks quite easy, but after you've done a few, particularly with those weights on, you do start to feel it. Other side. So swapping the weight into the opposite hand, finding your balance, core muscles engaged, and away we go. Heel towards the bottom, making sure that that knee doesn't drift forward, and leading with the elbow. You can challenge your balance, perhaps take your hand away from the chair. If not, the chair's always there for you to go back to if you need. Let's see if we can get about 2 more in. Last one. And for exercise number 6, you'll take a seat back into the chair. You'll need both hand weights for this one, both dumbbells. And just sitting slightly forward on the chair, I hold on as I lift my legs and then lean forward to do a row. So working abs as you lift those knees, keep the back straight as you lean forward, and you'll pull the elbows past your body for that row action to squeeze the shoulder blades together. And also notice that when you do that double knee lift, my back stays straight. If you have difficulty keeping the back straight and lifting both legs, you could try just lifting one knee at a time. And moving into exercise number 7. So you don't need the chair anymore, but you will need your dumbbells. Draw the shoulders back and down. We step forward, calf rise, and a bicep curl. Then I'm going to step to the side, calf raise and bicep curl, step back. So I'm drawing like a box shape on the ground. Step forward, calf raise, step side, calf raise, step back, calf raise. So we're doing the same direction for this 30 seconds, and when we do round number 2, I'll take you in the opposite direction. And our final exercise, number 8, we have a bent over row with a tricep kickback. So I'm going to tip forward, keep my back straight, bend my elbows, and then extend out the back. Tip forward, row, tricep kickback, bend, release, and stand. Tip forward, elbows in, extend back, bend, and down. When you tip forward, that back stays straight, chest is open. And just notice as I do tip forward, my legs aren't completely straight. There's a slight bend at the knees. Fantastic, round 1 done. Moving back to exercise number 1. We start seated in the chair with your weights in hands, ready for your squat, bicep curl. Pressing through the heels to make sure you're engaging those glutes. And feel free, if you found the first round quite easy, try heavier weights. Alternatively, if you're finding this quite challenging, when you stand up, you may want to try a single bicep curl, so alternating one arm then the other instead of doing both arms together. Exercise number 2, we go back to our standing balance, lifting the arms out to the sides for a lateral raise, and one leg lifts out to the side with the arms. Find a still spot on the floor to help with your balance. Another option to help with balance, or even if you're feeling it a lot through the shoulders, is you can do a single arm and the opposite leg raises. You can also lessen or lighten your weights if you're finding it quite challenging as well. Last one. Moving on, we go back to our chair with your resistance band. And we go for that leg extension with the arm opens. So palms face up, elbows in close to your body, extending one leg out in front, working through those quadricep muscles and shoulder rotators. Don't forget to sit nice and tall while you're here. Try not to collapse through the shoulders or through the lower part of the spine. Last one. Let's go back to standing. You'll use your chair for balance, and we have one single dumbbell ready for your upright row with hamstring curl. So start once again with that foot just slightly behind your body so the knee doesn't drift forward. Draw the navel to the spine and lift through the elbow to work the top of your shoulder. Challenge yourself, see if you can take your hand away from the chair for an extra element of balance. And we'll try the other side. Step that foot slightly behind you and curling heel towards your bottom. You can always bend that supporting leg. That'll help to work a little bit more through your glutes, through your stabilizers in that standing leg. Ready for the last two. And last one. Now we're going to take a seat to put that loop band once again around your knees, just above your knees. And let's have a little bit of fun with our crab walks. This time we'll change direction. So start off going 2 to the side and then 2 back the way you came. So you can stay like that, or if you're feeling adventurous and your floor space is clear, you can start to move around the room. Change direction. Doesn't matter where you go, just as long as you are taking 2 steps one way, 2 steps another way. Ooh, glutes on fire. Let's take a seat, pick up your weights, and ready for your double knee lift with your bent over row. So holding onto the chair, back nice and straight, lift those knees, tip forward, pull the elbows into that row action. Straight back when you do your row, straight back when you do your knee lift. Squeeze the shoulder blades together for the row. And make sure you breathe. Takes quite an effort to lift those knees when you've got the weights on. So remember, you have the option to always take the weights off. Just 2 more exercises to go. Move the chair out of the way, getting ready for your calf raises. So this time we're going in the opposite direction. Step forward, side, calf raise and bicep curl, step back, calf raise, step side. And let's continue that box shape pattern on the floor. So by moving, challenges not only the body, but also your brain. So that extra element of balance, but also thinking of the pattern that you're creating. We go into our final exercise. Back is nice and straight, shoulders back and down. Tip forward, row, tricep extension. Tip forward, row, triceps. Little bend in the knees when you tip forward. And remember to keep that chest open and proud. You don't want to collapse through the shoulders as you tip forward. And once again, if you're finding this exercise quite easy, try heavier weights. Or since this is our last exercise, I'm going to give you an optional bonus. We're going to tip forward and hold that kick back. Keep extending through those arms. Keep breathing. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Simple circuit, done and dusted. And a couple of stretching ideas for you once you've taken those ankle weights off. You can use your resistance band to stretch out through your hamstrings, extending one leg up to the ceiling. And once again, make sure you hold these stretches for about 10 to 15 seconds each. You can cross one ankle over the opposite knee, reach through the gap to pull that thigh in towards you for your glutes. With the arms out wide, knees bent, just gently letting the knees go from side to side, holding it across for a couple of seconds each way or longer. And then you can draw both knees into your chest to bring yourself into a tight little ball. And to finish off, you can stretch the arms and legs away from the midline. Have a great day.